Hello and welcome to another video. This time I'm going to play another bit interesting deck. It's a Shadow Priest deck I made. It's a bit interesting, sorry. I should do stuff like this a bit before, just a tiny bit. Turn that down. Just a tiny bit. Good. So, let's go and look. Here we have it. Shadow Priest. Well, some of the cards, well, two to be exact, or four kinda, doesn't really fit the deck. Well, actually four, yeah. So we have Circle of Healing. Doesn't really fit the deck, though can be turned into a massive board clear with the Arcanine. So Priest, one of the best combos in the game, just straight up good, amazing. Mind Vision, you steal something, you go into the mind of your opponent, you steal a card, that's good. Power Shield, again, one of those cards that isn't really Shadow, just a good card. Shadow Bomber, of course, not really a good card, though it is a Shadow. Mind Blast, deals damage, that's Shadow. Shadow of Pain, of course. Shadow Boxer, of course. Shadow of Death, I don't really have to explain it. Force Steal, again, steal from your opponent in the force steal, mind and stuff. Dark Cultist is a Dark Cultist. Shadowy Berry. Mind Games, again, steal from your opponent. Shadow of Madness, again, Shadow. Arcanine, Soul Priest, fits this deck so amazingly, the entire theme. Actually, what is it called? Shadow Form, that's actually, I would have put it in here if I had it. But I don't, sadly, sorry. Holy Nope doesn't really fit the deck completely, though it does deal damage as well as it heals. Though it doesn't really have anything to do with Shadow, but it's fine. The same with Holy Fire, it deals damage, but it doesn't really fit the deck to be 100%. Mind Control, of course, steal an enemy minion, very, very shadowy. That's it. Let's just jump into the game and see what happens. This might fail, this might succeed. We will never know unless we try. So let's just... not doing so well at the ladder. I mean, I think it's like the 18th of February. So the time where I could say, well, the season just reset, is over. It's officially over now. There's no excuse. I am not good at this game, if you didn't know. So yeah, but we'll try. I like these gimmicky decks. What I don't like is playing against this bullshit every single game. Now this is actually quite a good starting hand. I think this is going to be Rush. There's very little Control Warrior and definitely not in rank 19. So this is really strong actually. So we're just going to keep this. Maybe Shadow Bomber. Well, okay, I should have thrown it. You never know. You can always say that afterwards. So I think we are up against a Rush deck times a billion here. Yeah, so we're just going to Shadow Bomber, which is actually going to be a really, really bad card in this matchup. Since we just want to stay alive, where he wants to kill us. Well, because of a card like Shadow Bomber, this is sorry, that's just my friend, I'm going to message him afterwards. This is kinda of a really bad card. Not kinda, it's a really bad card. Just because, yeah, he wants to kill us of course, but our goal against the Rush is, yeah, staying alive, and this card doesn't really contribute, if you can say that, to that goal, I guess. So yeah, good. He runs Grizzly, so I think this guy isn't the best But that's completely fine, of course, you know. He's ranked 19. I should be playing against, you know, people using the normal decks. So, yeah. F3, 3 top. That's not really good. Okay, Mind Vision. Let's just use that. We don't have... Ooh! We don't have that many minions in the deck. I'm going to play around multi-shot, which he probably won't run, but still, I'm actually having quite a lot of damage right here, and I have quite a good counter when he plays the Savannah Highmane. He's running Buzzard, so this probably is quite a new player because I think a lot of people that plays Hearthstone and has played it for a while is just so disappointed about the nerf of Buzzard that no one plays with it anymore. I mean, it's not a 5-drop, it's just not, and that's why it's so bad. So he might join to like multi-shot here, which is really sad. It isn't really run in Hunter Rush, but you know, you never know with these decks. So how much damage do we have? We have 5 plus 5, that's 10, of course. I don't think we're just going to go face. I always think that's a wrong choice. So we're just going to use this. That's really good actually. Going to use this. Shit, that's actually really bad. Going to do that. That couldn't have been worse really. It's fine, now we just go face. I don't think he has any escape here. We have some very, very strong bullshit right here. We have Tundra of Rhino, we have Savannah Highmane. It's just really strong. He didn't play Savannah Highmane, mostly because I just think he knows he's going to die. No, he's actually not as bad, you know, he's not bad. He's fine. This is going to take it. Do we have lethal? We definitely have lethal. It's about do we have lethal with holding over? Then I can clear its entire board. That's for... No, we don't. 1 man off. I'm not going to risk anything. Just going to do this. This. Good. So we take the first game with this deck. Well, I'm just going to say I was very lucky, first of all. And this guy wasn't exactly good either. So we're going to play another game. That was a very quick one. So let's just jump back in. Yeah. He was Enzo. Kind of reminds me of the name that Hunter from Overwatch. That Hanzo. That's a pretty cool name. Freestyler. The thing is, moving up just 1 or 2 ranks down in rank 19, the skill level from the players they change so much. Well, that's not exactly the best starting hand, but if we can get a minion from him, this should become valuable. And this is really good, having against the Rush Hunter. I actually don't mind keeping this against the Hunter, just because it can get out of control with those, just a lot of cheap beasts and whatever, you know. And this isn't the highest rank, but yeah, I guess, that's fine. Wow, okay. I guess I don't have anything else. Now he thinks I'm really bad, but it's in reality the deck that's bad. And me, too. But, well, I guess that's fine. Don't really like doing stuff like that. But 5 damage to the face, you kinda underestimate it often, because it is just really strong. It is just really strong. You know, it's a good finisher. While this is really good, I don't have any beasts in the deck, so it's probably just going to be a 3 damage, which is also fine. It can work because yeah, and we don't have any beasts. If we had, it would be really good, but we don't. So it's really bad. We're of course going to kill this one, because if we kill this one, that would this would just become 4/3, and then yeah, it's bad. And that can just get out of control. This scavenging hyena, scavenging. I might just. He may play snipe, because you never know down here. Now Mind Games plays around snipe and plays into my X-Men. He probably has deadly shots. I'm not the biggest fan of actually power word shielding it. I would rather Houndmaster power word shield. I think that's a better play, just because then it doesn't really die to what's on the board. Yeah, exactly, right there. And then Arcane Shot. No. Okay, that's fine. This isn't a beast, just so you know. This definitely isn't a beast. This I actually would like to kill. So I think we're just going to do this, and yeah, it is night. You know, you thought I was crazy. I bet you thought, like, oh, he doesn't know shit about this game. He doesn't know shit about this game. It's not going to be snipe. Nobody's that stupid. He's that stupid. Welcome to the game. Oh my god. I dead, people. People, I dead. I don't think you understand. Okay, we found this. I don't think there's any way of surviving, really. I just think we're going to do this and hope for the best. Because they are just going to, wow, that was really sad. It's fine though. We don't really expect winning with these decks. If we do, that's a bonus. That's definitely a bonus. Oh my goodness. Chandra Rhino, who knew? So we have a lot of damage here. We have 3, 6, 9 plus 4. Yeah, I think he's like 13 damage, so 2. Well, I was really bad at counting there. Exact lethal. 1 damage on lethal. Well, damn. That's it, I guess. That's a sad story. I may develop this game a bit more. It's not completely Shadow, let's be honest. You know, Power Word Shield isn't really Shadow. A Circle of Healing isn't really Shadow. So, you know, well, we can actually do this now. What is Shadow? Shadow? Did I just say Shadow? Wow, that's bad. I'm not. That's a problem. Well, Mind Games is, and Mind Control is. Then we have. Well, Silence is kinda actually, which is pretty cool. It's just also it doesn't really fit the deck, this Power Word Shield, because I don't have enough minions. I have some Shadow Bonus, Shadow Boxer, Dark Cultist, and yeah, Arcanized Soul Priest, and then whatever I get from Forcing and stuff. So it's actually not that many minions, therefore I don't think it would really work. Silence. It's not really a good card, though. It might be in this deck. You know, we're going to pop it in there, then we're going to end it for this time. Probably going to pick up on it another day. Maybe. I think there's some potential in here. I've also thought of making like a Priest Rush deck, which is a pretty cool idea, I think. With the Shadow form cards and all that shit. I think that would be really, really cool. So thank you very much for watching, and I see you next time. Bye!